Hello guys, Geo Non-Existent here, and today I thought I'd start a Minecraft Let's Build series. So I thought we could start a new world, build some houses, build some bits and bobbies, and come up with a lovely little town or whatever by the end of it. So today we're going to be building a Victorian style house. Now let's get the basic blocks to just start this off. So we need some quartz pillars. We also need some normal quartz blocks, stairs, and then we also need some dark oak wood and dark oak stairs, and then we also need some slabs of quartz, just organising my stuff. We also need some glass panes. We're going to use this cyan glass panes for this house. They're cyan glass panes, sorry. And we also need some white glass panes and some brown carpet, and we're going to start with that, and we'll get more blocks as we need more blocks. So we're going to start by laying out where we want the front of the house. Now I'm going to have the front of the house being here. So in front of our house we're going to have a little kind of roofed porch area just in front, which is kind of on like most Victorian style houses. So we're going to put some quartz here, and we're going to count along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're going to put another quartz on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a quartz on top. And we'll do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quartz on top. So there should actually be 6 blocks of quartz in between each of these extra quartz blocks on top. Now this is just so we can mark some stuff. Then I want you to put a gap there and another quartz block. And then we're actually going to move this over another 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up. So you have like this little 2, and then that there. And on this quartz block, you're also going to do another one of those 2, just building it out. And you should have a line like this. Okay. Then what I want you to do is I want you to build up with another quartz block on every one of these. And we are going to get our brown dark oak, and we're going to build 3 out from this side all the way along. So we're just going to fill in the dark oak wood. Now this is making our porch area, which is where the dark oak is, and it's just in front of the house. And it will be really nice and lovely jubbly. So we can just fill that in. Okay. It's also going to come out another 4 blocks after the quartz. So we can do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to get our stairs. And we're going to put 4 little stairs here, so we have steps to get up to the house. And then we're going to put our quartz here, do another 2, and that, and then build that back so we can, visualise it going backwards. We can just fill that in, and that is how big our little porch area will be in front of our house. Now this is quite a large house. It's, I'd say, medium-sized. But I will put in the exact size of the house afterwards. And obviously in the thumbnail you'll see what the finished house will look like. So we are then going to get... this is where the architecture comes into play. So we have to make this... We're going to make this look like a really cool, authentic kind of house. So we need a fence. This is one of the blocks I forgot. We need a dark oak fence. And we're just going to replace our stairs with that for now, because we don't need that right this second. And what we do is we're going to place a dark oak fence in between, on top of like the base quartz layer for these sides. We're just going to put the dark oak fence across. And then on top of that, we're going to put our white glass panes. And these give the kind of, it gives our like fences a kind of modern vibe, which a kind of Victorian houses kind of have, even though obviously they're from the Victorian era. So they're like modern for their age. Like they were like more modern than a Tudor style house, of course, but not so retro. We're going a bit crazy. So we want to put these white panes because our house is going to be white and brown, if you hadn't figured that out already. And your house should look like this so far. Okay, then we're going to start building up the. There's quite a high roof for this porch, so we're going to build this up the quartz one more over here at the front, and then we're going to put a dark oak wood block. And then we're going to put another quartz block, like so. And then we're actually going to put a chiseled quartz block, which I haven't got either. Wait a second. And we're going to pop that on top of this quartz block. So on all of the pillars, they're all looking the same. We're going to put these chisels quartz blocks. And then we need another quartz, and then we need a quartz stair on top. Now these need to point inwards. So we're just going to place a block here so that we can use it to get our stairs off. And in each of these twos, these like ones where there's two pillars, one block away from each other, we're going to do the two stairs pointing away from each other on the two pillars. So let's go to the 3 2 pillars and do that. 1. So this is the second 2 pillar. Sorry, my stair placement is not on point today. And the final 2 pillar combo. And then on that single pillar, you're going to have it facing this way, so inwards towards this area here. Okay, and that's basically the basic design for the pillar. Then we're going to put quartz slabs on top of all of this to kind of join all the pillars up from the top ends with these slabs. We're just going to fill that all in. Bring the slab all the way across. Sorry, my S's are slurring a lot right now. I'm not really sure why. But my speech has never been perfect, so I kind of accepted it at this point. Okay. So your house should look like this so far. And then you want to build up 2 blocks on every other one. Oopsie daisy. Sorry, 3 blocks, I didn't count right. 3 blocks on every other one. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. And I didn't count the end right, so let me just work this out. Will that be okay? I think I missed 1 block somewhere. It's fine. We can sort this out. I actually miscalculated 1 tiny bit, so we are going to sort that now. So let's just get rid of all of this. Dun 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 dun. We actually need to have the steps 1 more block along. So we're just going to move these 2 pillars across, and then we should be set. So let's just move this, break this, break this, break this, break this, break this. And then it will finish. Oopsie daisy. Wrong button. Didn't know there were messages in Minecraft. Which is how often I played this game recently. They've changed a lot since I last played, that's the problem. Like now we have concrete blocks, and I didn't have them last time I played. I didn't have all this. I mean, I started playing Minecraft on 1.4.5, which was about 6 years ago. I don't know exactly. But yeah. So now we should be able to make it match with these. So obviously the 3 up here. And then the dark blocks. And the other quartz blocks. And the chisel quartz blocks. And finally the stairs. And then we should be back up to speed in no time. And I'll tell you guys what I was talking about in a second. I just need to do... I'm going to put another pillar here as well, because that makes sense. Because obviously the house is now here. We'll be starting here. Oops, wrong block. Quartz block, chisel block, and then a stair. So let's just build that along. Because this stair is actually facing into the house, quite interestingly. So it should look a bit like that. And then we're going to put our slabs, our quartz slabs across here, and get rid of all of these doubled up ones, because my counting was 1 off. So I'm very sorry for all of you guys who just had to replace your stuff. But this is a let's build, so there is always going to be some kind of, there could always be some kind of mistake somewhere. But it's fine because we can fix anything. This is again a Victorian style house for those of you who've forgotten. And I think this will be pretty cool. So let's just build these all up with 1, 2, 3. Oopsie daisy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and after you've done that, you go to the top part of the block and you place your slab. And you want to do that on all of them. So there's a kind of hole created, like squares, which is the kind of style, it's like a design we wanted, which I think looks pretty cool. So we're going to do that on all of these. And please note, this is just a basic Victorian house style. This is just how I interpreted it and the way I wanted to make it. But you guys can feel free to tweak anything you want along the way if you decide to make it for yourselves. That is totally fine. Okay, and then we are going to put a brown dark oak slab on top of this quartz layer. And that would then start to become our roof when we do get around to building that, but we're going to just leave it like this for now with the brown on top and start building the walls of the actual house. I also realised I forgot to replace the fence and glass, so I'm going to quickly do that. Let's pop this in, and the glass panes. Okay, so this is the little porch area. Your house should look like this so far. Next, we're going to start making the actual kind of walls of the house. Now, the front door for this house is on the right, over here, in front of these 2 steps here. So it's in front of these 2 steps here. So we are going to go ahead and build one back with our porch with 2 blocks here, because that is where our door is going to go. So we are going to go into our inventory and pull out a door. Now we are using the dark oak door for this house. So, oops, daisy. So this is our front door in our house right there. That's it in relation to the rest of the house. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a frame of quartz around it. So we're going to put quartz, 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 and on top as well. So we now have a little quartz frame around our door. We're also going to, this is where our first window is going to go, this spot right here. So you want to build a quartz on here, and you're also going to put 2 quartz replacing that spruce and a quartz there. And then you're going to get some grey concrete, and you are going to place 4 blocks next to the quartz, and then repeat, sorry, wrong word, you're going to place more than 4, but okay, shut up, okay, you're going to place 4, I don't know why I corrected myself like 5 times, you're going to place 4, I'm just putting that there so I can use it later, and you're going to repeat the pattern across. You can do another 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 here, then another 4 concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another one of these, and these quartz places will be where our windows are on the front, if you're wondering. Okay, then we're going to get our quartz slabs and place them on the corners on each of these windows, and then we're going to place 2 cyan panes. Sorry, I just looked at how this looked. I think we're going to have to use actual stained glass because I don't think this is going to work because of the window design. So we're actually going to get stained glass instead. Sorry guys, sorry about that. And we're going to place 3 high in each of these slots. Now this is a 2-story house, for those of you who are wondering. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and on all of the other windows that we've set out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and on the last one, 1, 2, 3. And all our windows that come on every side of the house will look like this, so this is the kind of format for all our windows in this house. Then we're going to place quartz on top of the glass on all of these. And then, sorry, we're going to place 4 more cyan on top. Sorry, I counted that wrong. I'm going to do 3 on top, 4 on the bottom. So I'm just going to place 1 more and then sort this out. Sorry. I'm just trying to get my exact numbers right in proportion with everything else so that everything looks spiffing, because this is a Let's Build a Victorian House. Insert size in title. So let's put this here. This is obviously not a small house, judging by its size right now. And then you're going to have 3 on top. Yep, that's right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Whoops. 1. Come on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, we're going to get some quartz and put it on top of our windows, like that, on all of them. Oops, that's been placed in the wrong place. Sorry, I didn't notice that one at the time, but I've noticed it now, so we're going to put it on this last one as well. Perfect. So your house should look like this so far. Perfect. Okay. Next, we're going to take that grey concrete that we had before, and we're going to build it up to the same height where the cyan ends. So we're just going to build that up. To there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on this one, oopsie daisy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to put the quartz on top and do the same in this gap between these 2 windows. Build it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll put the quartz on top. And it should look like this now. So we're starting to get a bit of structure for our house. Oopsie daisy. Let's go and pick that back up. Then you're going to take this slab that you have from earlier, the dark oak slab, and you're going to bring it across to cover this. You're going to pull it across so that you have an enclosed area at the front where the porch is. And we're just going to do that. And fill this all in. Also, I'd like to say that this kind of building thing was recommended by my sister, and Minecraft videos in general were recommended by my friend Amy. So thanks guys for telling me what you wanted to see. That's cool. Because my sister said if she watches any Minecraft videos, she watches like building and tutorials and those kind of things. So I said, okay, I'll make a tutorial for a Victorian house. And that is what I'm doing right now. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I might have to chop it up if it's too long, but I doubt I will. Because it's easy just to get it all out there in one video. So just continue bringing it along in the same level all the way across. And then I'll tell you the next part. should look like this. Okay. You're going to also take your quartz slabs and, then you're going to take your quartz slabs and you're going to make this kind of pattern all the way up the sides of each window. So it looks like that. I'm just going to get all the outside front. Well, we're going to get quite a lot of the outside front done, but I might add stuff to it later, depending on how much time we have and the overall look of the building. So you're just going to add the quartz slabs. Oopsie daisy, I did this one wrong. Like that, all the way up. But I shouldn't start from the top. That was silly of me. I think I misclicked. Yeah, that's where it was. Wait, I must have misclicked on this side somewhere. That's why. It was there. Okay. Yeah, I misclicked the top one and then I got confused because I thought it was the same. You're placing them at the bottom of each block. So let's go ahead and do that now on all of the windows. Up, just to give it a little bit more of a pizzazz, which is what you want. Oopsie daisy, on the bottom of the block. There we go. And this side of the second window. Oopsie daisy, why can't I fly? There we go. So we're going to continue with that all the way up the window. And the last window. Side one, all the way up. And the last side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So your house should now look like this from the front, which I think is a lot cooler than it did before. Okay. Next, we're going to build up the quartz all the way up to the top on either side of the door frame. All the way up to the top, and on this side, all the way up to the top, and across. And then we're going to build these two, and this one up all the way to the top, and the top bit. And then we're going to fill these two areas in with the grey concrete. Oopsie daisy, so we're going to do that on both. Perfect, so your house should look like this from the front now. Oopsie daisy, this way. This is how your house looks from the front. Okay. Now, you're going to get your quartz. And you're going to get your white concrete. And you're going to place your white concrete on the second one in. And you place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. And then you're going to place it like that to make kind of triangle with your, sorry, not white concrete, my bad. You're going to put your quartz, it is white concrete, I just pressed the wrong block. So you're going to put your white concrete 5 along like that, then 3 on top and 1 on the top, and make a little triangle kind of thing, like that. And then you're going to extend this side by 2, and 2, and 2 on every level, and like that. And that is how it should look. And then you want to get your brown carpet and place it down in front of that, like that. You're going to get some quartz slabs, and you're going to place them at this level in front, all the way across. You're just going to build that across, all the way along to kind of cover up that gap. And one more than the carpet is, and you're just going to round that off by putting it at the corner. on that side. And you're going to bring that round 2 more on this side. We're going to delete the brown block on this side. Okay? So it's going to look like that. Then you're going to carry it up like that, so you have 2 quartz on either side of the white concrete, like this. I'm going to do the same on this side. So it should look like this so far. Okay. Then you're going to carry your quartz up, like that. And you're going to place a quartz block on each of these levels. And a quartz slab on the top, like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place a quartz block here, and you're going to put it in front of where all the other blocks were, so it comes out a level in front of the white concrete. To get kind of layering effect, and then we want to get our black carpet. Sorry, dark grey carpet, wrong colour. Grey. It's just called grey, it's not called dark grey. I do that every time. And we're just going to put it on top of our brown carpet here to create sort of lines, to give it a kind of liney appearance. So that one will look like this. Actually, that looks terrible. We're going to get rid of that. It's the kind of effect I was going for, but I don't think it really works with the kind of Minecraft blocks. So we're actually going to achieve that effect another way, which is simply to get some slabs. We're going to use quartz slabs. No, let's use the quartz slabs because they're kind of off-white. Like the white is kind of off-white, so it still looks different to the kind of... So the concrete white is off-white, so it will look very different to the kind of like stark white of the quartz. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So now we have the kind of lines in the roof that we were going for. Then we're going to get the brown slab that we have here. And we're going to build it up one layer all the way back, like that. I'm also going to get this white and bring it all the way back to the wall of the house. And we're going to build that up. And we're also going to bring this little line back as well, so that the roof looks like this, which is exactly what we want. And we're just going to bring all of this so that it goes back. Put that back, and this 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 back, to Daisy, and this back, and this back. So yours should look like this right now. This is how the house looks. I'm trying to get this little Victorian style. Now this is the full width of the house, so I would say it's small to medium. But you can always extend it anywhere if you wish. So small, I can't spell small, / medium. This is my skin if you are wondering. So we're going to get the brown. And you're going to build it up like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and a 1 on here. And then on here, you're going to put a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and a 1 like this, so that it goes down like that. But this one's supposed to be 1, I don't know why I put a 1 there. So then it will look like this from the front. So it's like the roof is going up. Oh yeah, that does need to be here. And we're going to build this up to the front as well, so it should look like that. Now there is a little gap here, which I'm noticing, which looks a bit stupid, so I am just going to go ahead and fill that in with quartz. which means we are going to have to do the same for the other side. Though it might not exactly apply. I'm actually going to wait and see how this side works out before I make any rash decisions. So you're going to build this up here. You're going to put this slightly higher level on this one. And then on these ones, you're going to go up with 2s, like so, with full dark oak blocks. And on these, you're just going to put single slabs, like so. Oopsie daisy, I forgot that was a slab. You're not, you're going to have to put a block here, otherwise it doesn't work. So you're going to put sorry, these are slabs, yes. We're going to put 3 on these, like that. And then you're going to put a single like that, so it should look like this, right now. Sometimes I forget what I've already done, I'm like, nope, that's a number. So then a 3 on this level. Sorry, only a 2, isn't it? Does it work with a 2? Sorry, I'm just testing this because I wrote 2 in the beginning. Yeah, I did write 2. Okay, I wrote 2 in my notebook, but I got a bit confused when I tried it out. I'm just going a bit crazy. It's a 2 and then a slab, so like that. Then we're going to continue on these. Do that. And then ones on these. But that is, so we are going to have to fill that in, because otherwise that will look a bit stupid from the side. And I just need to see how this came on the other side so we can match it. Let's just put a block, slab. Okay. So we're just going to fill out the roof so they match. So block, slab. But that might look a bit stupid if it comes out actually. I think we're just going to leave it at the block stage, because I felt like it would look a bit too pushy otherwise. Yep, that's fine. So this is how it looks. Would it look better if I altered this side and just did like this? So this is me just thinking out loud, because I didn't do this originally, but I think it might look slightly better. And if not, we can just put it back if I just left it like that. Yeah, I think it looks better. So now you see we have a kind of more straight look. Now I'm actually going to change the other side so that it follows the same kind of idea. Even though we didn't originally have that in our original design, I feel like it would be the best way to go. And just make that a block and then slab it out here. And then these will just be normal blocks at the right level. Sorry, I forgot this was a slab. So then it will be like this, and I think that looks a lot better. So then your house will look like this so far. Sorry, that sounded angry. I wasn't angry. I'm just a bit, I don't really know what I'm doing with myself because I have headphones and I don't really like it. Okay. We're then going to continue this one wall up for this height of the second floor. So what you want to do is when you get to this level, you're going to get some quartz, and the second block actually goes backwards. You're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high, like that. And then you're going to build, oopsie daisy, that up from where the first floor ends, like so. And then you're going to build, oopsie daisy, two next to it, you're going to build another line. Sorry, one next to it, you're going to build another line. I just can't count. One next to it, you're going to build another line. And you actually only need 4 high, to be perfectly honest. So we can get rid of all of that. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to build this line across all the way to the length of the roof. And that will kind of mark where the wall for the second floor starts. So it's also easier for us to build up in the future. So your house looks like this so far. Okay, so then you're going to count in 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count 4. And then you are going to make the same kind of shape that you had for the windows downstairs, like that. You cut another 4 and do it again. And the windows should line up with the ones downstairs, minus the first one. And that's what we want, because we are actually going to recreate those windows the exact same way. So you do the 3 cyan. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There are a lot of repeats of designs in this house, because that is the style. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, the quartz blocks. Sorry, it's 4, it's 4, it's 4, it's 4. I remember that, it's 4. It's 4 high. We did that last time. It's 4 high. And then we put the quartz. So let's pop this quartz in. And then it's 3 high with the cyan. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Your house should look like this. Perfect. Now, this upstairs has a slightly different design on the windows than the ones downstairs, because it actually has some fences which go in the top, in front of the first windows, like this. Which is obviously different to the other ones. And then it also comes out one there on either side. I'm going to do the same on both windows. Now this is to obviously tie it into the pillars downstairs and get the kind of fence running throughout the whole kind of theme of the house. Now this being an edge works slightly differently, because the fence actually has to wrap around the edge, like that. Okay? Then of course we're going to build up the grey concrete in between, to the same height. Oopsie daisy. So let's build up all our concrete. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So you should look like that by now. Then you're going to go ahead and put the quartz on top of this, and you're also going to put it on top of the fences. So let's do that. Now the reason why I'm doing the front first is so you can get a feel for the whole house, and you can kind of understand how everything works together once we get into actually building the other walls. So it should look like this so far. Next we are going to place the block of dock oak planks on top, but I'm actually going to build these up one more because I've miscalculated. And then we're going to put the blocks on top, then another block of quartz. And then we're going to put a chiseled block on top here, like that. And then we're going to put the 2 stairs facing inwards, which I have here. Sorry, they face outwards. I forgot. They face outwards, right? They face towards each other. They face towards each other. No, they face outwards. They face outwards. I'm just going a bit crazy. This one needs to face outwards. Like that. And then you just put the quartz on top. Like so. So your house should look like this. Right now. Okay. Next step is the house is actually slightly smaller on the top row than it is on the bottom, so it does not go out all that way. So what you want to do is you just want to find that line across 4 more blocks, and 5, and just put it like that. Okay? And what you want to do is you just want to copy the pillars you just made with the same design. And then the chiseled. And then the regular block. Sorry, the stair. So let's pop that there. Oopsie daisy, wrong thing. So many stairs, placing too many. So that needs to point outwards. Sorry, it points inwards this case. I do this every time. Get our chisel block back. Pop it here. Oops, that was the right place. And it needs to face inwards. So it should look like this. Which is absolutely stellar. It's exactly what we want. And then between these pillars, we're actually going to get rid of this quartz because I kind of put the wrong thing down. What we're actually doing is we're putting the slabs on top here. I'm going to create the same kind of circle thing we have down there, up here, kind of mirroring it to the same design. So you guys already know how to do that, so I don't have to re-explain. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and then we should be set. And that is what yours should look like right now. You're then going to get the grey, and you're going to fill in between these 2 pillars. Like so. To create some kind of wall. And it should look like this. Perfect. You're then going to kind of half continue this by just doing the half kind of hole, so there'll be the half the size of the full hole on the other side, all the way along, and this will help to even it out and give it more of a kind of natural look. Perfect, so let's have a look from the floor, so you can see what it looks like so far. That is the house so far. Okay, next. Sorry, I was just thinking about the side of the house. Then I forgot about this. You need to do, how do I explain this? You get your quartz and you build it all the way around here to the side, and you kind of have to, this is weird, you have to, sorry, this comes out more on this side of the porch, you have to come build it out too. You've already got the 2 there, there's actually a 3 on this side, which is quite confusing, but it actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it, design-wise. It's just confusing because it's different to the rest.
Ooh, let's see. Oh, please don't use the floor.
This one actually points inwards.
Wow, you've got to have a picture of his alter ego as a woman.
Flip that. I'm gonna like where those
You have to do some writing
squares
about
are. I'm
it
gonna
as
do
well.
drawing. I'm gonna write on top of that picture in the
Can I
middle.
just say, the one thing I took a picture of was the writing as we first went in. Is that at the beginning of here?
I think it's in the leaflet. Probably that.
Here, so was all this must be.
Yeah.
Well, you must put a bit of it.
Oh well, I'm gonna write bits out of it.
Can't you photograph it and just print it off? Print off bits.
I'm going to, but I'm gonna those squares. I'm going to do like drawings of some of his pieces.
Oh, here you got some. Come on. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
That one's there because I can't fit it in my book.
You need to talk about the layering a little bit.
I will. I haven't talked about it. I haven't done writing yet.
Right, so tomorrow we're going to pick up my car.
Yeah, I'm going to finish that. I'm going to finish my art.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've got a meeting at Daddy's office at about 11ish. I'll be back about 12. Am I waking you up about 9 before I go?
Yeah.
Okay, I might not
Say,
go till after
but
10.
say you're waking me up so I can do my art. Otherwise, I'll forget.
I might not even be awake before.
Okay.
I might not come till 10, so I might wake you up till before 10.
Okay.
Right, I'll take this down. You get
Can I
some
have
fresh
like?
water.
Can you bring the cornflakes up so I can wash?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you wipe this?
Oh
with
yeah,
a
yeah.
tissue or
Definitely.
something?
That's just tea. Please shut the door.
Please sort it.
Okay.
So if you want to go next door.
I will in a minute. Okay, shut the door.
Am I bringing you up? Oh, cool.
Thanks. Okay, sorry, I'm back. My mother just came in to talk about things. We were talking about. She was talking about a page in my sketchbook, which is next to me, which she liked because I went to see the Grayson Perry exhibition in the Serpentine Gallery, which I would recommend to everyone. He's really cool. You know, go and see it, definitely. So yeah, she was talking about how I needed to include, Claire and all of that, and talk about it and like the kind of layering he does. So that's all that was about. Okay, back to this. What was I doing? Oh yes. So you're going to build up the quartz, actual quartz, please. Thank you. All the way up here. To get to about here. Okay. And then you're also going to get the grey concrete, and it's going to go in this little gap here. To that level. And then the dark wood slab will then come in here, and you'll join that across like so, and you'll also create the little circles in this gap. So I'm just going to quickly do that now. 1, 2. So it should look like this right now, which I think is pretty cool. If you're wondering, this is a 3-story house. Each story is slightly smaller than the other, but every story is nice. This needs to stop there in a slab. And then this needs to extend up 2. Oopsie daisy. Block, please. 1, 2. And then this last block follows the same formula as the pillars. And I think that's how we had it. Yep. And then we had the brown in line with this, then the normal one, and the chiseled one, which I don't think I have anymore. So I'm just going to go and grab it. And then you have the stair. Oopsie daisy. I forgot stairs existed. And this one is actually pointing outwards. And then it just kind of goes up like that. And just like this.
If you like these, I'll get some more tomorrow.
Why? Because you'll eat them all.
Huh?
Why?
Yeah, I like them.
Thank you. And you just want to fill the grey all the way up here. Like so. And then that one wouldn't have the link round anymore. Because we fixed our problem, guys. So this is how it looks on the front so far. And then after that you place another dark oak plank on top of all of this. So we're just going to put the dark oak all the way along. Okay, and then on this side you get your quartz and you count in 3. And you place some quartz across here for 6 blocks. And then you go up 3 on the sides. And then you do a fill-in the middle. And inside this we're actually going to put our dark oak again, like so. And on either side we're going to get our concrete and we're going to build up to the same height. And then we're going to do like this. Sorry, that goes down like that one below it. So we're going to make kind of like a little triangle thing, like that, with your concrete. So it should look like this. Then on top, you're going to go here, and there should be 4, so you place 4 and 2 in the middle. And then you're going to get your quartz slabs, and you're going to place 1 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 1 there, sorry, 2 there, I can count, and 2 there. So it should look like this. And then you're going to place 2 in the middle, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So it should look like that. You're then going to get your brown and you're going to put it next to every one of these. And on the top you're going to place your brown slab. So block all the way and then a slab on the bottom. Anyway, you should end up with something that looks like this. Oopsie daisy. This one needs to go down just there. We don't need that slab. So it should look like this so far. Now I just realised I made a mistake, so we're going to fix that. You know this brown that we had in the middle here? It actually needs to go one back. Because this white frame thing needs to be in front of everything. So we need to move the concrete and the brown 1 block backwards. So that should only take about 2 seconds to do. So let's go ahead and do that now. Back here. And we'll place our brown blocks. 1 backwards. As well as our concrete blocks. And on the other side, okay, let's fill this in. And also on top. Okay. Let's put it on this side. And your house should look like this. Perfect. Then you take your brown blocks and you build 1 in front all the way across. I know it's dark oak, but I'm just going to call it brown because it looks brown. And then you build 1 in front for all of these. Just like that. Down a little bit. And it should look like this. And then you take your slabs and you create the stripes like we had before. Just like so. As you can see, another pattern is repeating. I said that would happen quite a bit in this house, and it has been. So it's like that. Then you get your white concrete again, and you place a white one behind again, and you go all the way across here to about there. Okay. Then after that you place 2 here, and then 3 in front, and then 2 back again. So it should look like this from the front, the whole house. Okay. Now these white bits go up 2 more. And on top of that we're going to place our windows like we have down there. But these windows are slightly different because there's actually a different kind of shape. So we're going to put, but we are going to do the 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Then you're going to put the quartz, quartz, here, and then the 3 again. In this house no floor is completely the same, which I quite like, but hey, change is good. And what I meant by this being a big but a small house is because it's big inside, but not really big in kind of width and all of that. From the front it looks quite small, but inside in actual fact it is not. You're then going to get your quartz, your quartz, and you're going to get rid of that concrete, and you're going to build up a line here of concrete, of white quartz. I keep getting confused with my blocks. And then on top of here as well. Just going to go ahead and do that. And there we go. So it should look like this. You are then going to build up 3 on these places, on the windows. And then you're going to build a 1 across on all the others. And we're also going to, I just want a quartz block, please. There we go. And you're actually going to, I dropped it, didn't I? Yep. Okay, you're actually going to build along on this layer. And then on this block you're going to place a sign, on this block you're going to place a sign, and on that block you're going to place a sign. And it will come through at the front and look pretty baller. And then above those you're going to place another quartz block, and it should have a little natural gap there, which we want. Which we will place a quartz block behind to cover. So you're just going to fill up this whole little area, and it should look like that. And like that from the front. Actually, that's kind of stupid is what I'm realising. But you want, like, what's making that black? Like, what's What's the problem here? I think I just need to do that and then we should be fine. Yep, okay. So now I should like this from the front. Okay, then you go to here. Oh, sorry, that's on show, isn't it? We need that concrete there. I forgot that was there for a reason. You actually go to here and you build your quartz up to the same height as the one on the other side. And then we're going to build along here. And it should look like that. Okay. And you're going to build up the concrete to a level higher than it was on this one, on all of these. Okay, and on the sides you're going to build two thick of concrete, like that, and on this one as well. And you up here, you're going to get your quartz, and you're going to build one down here. You're going to build. You're going to get the two out, the four middle out there. You're going to build a line of quartz across here. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to fill these four in with the concrete, and in the middle too as well. And you're going to put the quartz up like that. And it should look like this. Okay. And then under this, you are going to get your quartz and place another block down like that. And get your dark oak slabs and just make a little line here. So it should now look like this. Okay. And then you're going to get your cyan and you're going to fill this all in. Because this is another window. But you're going to get your brown and you're going to build that all the way down to about there. And then you're going to finish that off with some quartz underneath. So it should look like that. Which kind of makes like a t-shirt kind of outline shape. And then you get your quartz and you build up around that. All the way up to where the brown is. Oopsie daisy, extra block. And it should look like that. Perfect. Next, you take this white concrete and you build up to there. Okay. And you make sure that this is covered like that. And you get your dark oak and you bring it back one. Now I am going to have to make this multiple parts because I'm realising this video is getting quite long. So this is going to be part one, which is the front of the house, the front wall. And that's what I'm going to title this video. So we're going to finish the front wall. I'm just going to show you how the roof's going to go on the front. And then I will have to end this and we will continue this some other time. But this is the front wall so far. I did not know how long this was going to take when I started this, and that is kind of my fault. So what you're going to do is you're going to put that as a thing. So we're going to put a block here, 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 here. Okay. And you get rid of this in between. But you put it like that. Okay. And you have to build it up like this. Okay. So you change this back slab into a full block. So your house should look like that. Okay. Perfect. And you fill the gap underneath the dark oak with the concrete. So I'm going to do that right now. Fill in, fill in, fill in. Fill in, fill in. Okay, perfect. And then you get the brown on top. Slabs on top, of course, as per usual. And then you just put the quartz there. And that's how far the brown goes here. And then you place one here, here, and then you bring everything in front. So now, it should look like that. Cool. And then we just have to finish the little roof part above this little tower bit, and then we should be done with the front wall. So what we actually do is we get our brown, and we put it on top, like so. Then we get our quartz, and we build back, like that. We build out like that as well. Oopsie daisy. And we put our brown there as well. And then we build up so it's too high on each of these. So just like that. And then what you do is you go one in, and you build up 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it should look like that. And then you go in again and you build up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally you do a nice 2 again with the single block. And that, my friends, is what the front of this house looks like. So please join me in the next one when we see what the rest of the house looks like when we build the other walls, and we'll get to see what this whole Victorian house looks like when we're done. Bye! This has been Geo Non-Existent, out!